Hello, my friend. Today I thought I would speak about something that has fascinated me for a while, which is the concept of engineering luck or being a luck engineer. Growing up, I was always interested in many things, and so I've always recognized when some people will call themselves after the thing that they do and kind of box themselves in. The interesting that I've always done subconsciously, unconsciously, maybe it was on purpose, I think it's more on purpose nowadays, was I always understood that by calling myself after the thing I was doing, I was creating a box around my identity. And so nowadays I would sooner call myself a luck engineer because it is so broad, so open, than I would call myself an artist, an entrepreneur, a vintage seller. And so when I do those things, when I do, use that in a textbook or for social media, I do that knowing that I'm doing that for other people so they can quickly understand what they're watching. But when it comes to, a broad identity, a broad introduction, I would sooner call myself a luck engineer. And maybe in the future this changes because, you know, I don't want to box myself into that either. So the reason I wanted to speak to you about this today and start off with that is to understand and talk about the concepts of luck engineering and engineering your own luck beyond what has been taught to you by society. The reason why this is important is because, in my opinion, I think losers focus on luck and winners, they focus on probability. And when people, it's very common, when people call somebody else lucky, it's almost, detractive. It's almost, trying to reduce somebody's blessing. And it's almost like an excuse, like, oh, this person got lucky. And I'm sure you've heard this before, whether you've been called lucky or whether you've witnessed somebody else call somebody else lucky, you'll be familiar with this. But today I wanted to focus on not just one type of luck, but 4 types of luck. And I'm sure there's more, but when I read this, when I heard about this, I found it very fascinating and I thought I would share that with you. Because I think part of me has always understood this, and so maybe me explaining it today in this video might help you to, unlock something that you already knew. So in the late 1970s, there was this neurologist, Zen researcher, Zen practitioner and a researcher who was, fascinated by a lot of things. And he wrote this book specifically focusing on luck. And in the book, he spoke about 4 types of luck. So guy's name was James Austin. If you want to Google him, you'll probably be able to find the book that he wrote this about. But in that book, he focused on 4 types of luck. The first type of luck is the luck I mentioned earlier, which is the blind luck, which is the luck that modern society teaches you, which is the lottery ticket luck, right person, right place, right time. Somebody got lucky. And this is the type of luck that is taught over and over again, almost as, an out, as permission to give ourselves like, okay, that person just got lucky. What's interesting is when I'm reading this, when I'm learning about this, is also considering the other types of luck. So to revisit what I said earlier, losers focus on luck, winners focus on probability. So the other 3 types of luck. The first type of luck is the blind luck. Now, as we keep going, the second type of luck. So this is luck from motion. This is stirring the pot, so to speak. This is somebody or the actions that you take in order to increase your luck. For example, if you are to do, a podcast where you interviewed every single person in your industry, you would, through motion, through reps, through volume, create luck from motion. Now, as I go through these types of luck, I want you to consider how you would use it in your own life and how you've recognized other people use these other types of luck. Because it is easy to stick with the first one, which is like, oh, look, somebody just got lucky. But as we consider these other ones, just keep thinking about that. So that's the second one, luck from motion, where you're just stirring the pot. You're doing so many different things. You're being here, you're being there, you're being omnipresent. You are doing such a high volume of work. You're doing, you're putting yourself out there that you just can't help but create luck from motion. The third type of luck is luck from awareness, luck from pattern recognition. So maybe you're working in an industry, and because you are aware of what's happening, because you have the prior knowledge, you can see something coming on the horizon, and therefore you are able to prepare to take advantage of that opportunity that is coming. And you'll see this a lot. This has happened with social media. This has happened, essentially Y2K with the dot-com boom, with the internet, and it's obviously going to happen with AI. There are people right now who are dedicating a lot of time to learning AI so that they can be prepared for what comes next. And this is luck from awareness. Now, this isn't just limited to, the internet. This could be in every industry. Maybe you understand, maybe you're in the mining industry and you understand, okay, this happened here, this is what happens next. And then because of that awareness, because of that pattern recognition, maybe because you've been doing something for such a long time, you are able to see what's coming next and move accordingly. And that is luck from awareness. And this is something very interesting, when it comes to stocks, when it comes to investing in general, when it comes to even preparing, stock, whether you're running a business and you're buying stock in advance for Christmas time, something like that. This is luck from awareness that ties into, okay, I've got the information, and so I'm going to position myself accordingly. That's luck from awareness. And then the fourth type of luck is, in my opinion, probably the strongest, in that it's luck from reputation. It's luck from uniqueness. It's from being known as doing this thing or having this special skill set, or, to link with the others, being somebody that is, in motion for so long that the opportunities actually come to you as a result of who you are and what you're known as. What's fascinating is when you consider a lot of the people who are able to generate opportunity for themselves, is that what looks like blind luck is actually a result of luck from motion, luck from awareness, or luck from reputation. Even sometimes, often it's a combination of those other three types. And so it's so easy for us to dismiss, okay, this person got lucky because of this, but actually, they've put in a lot of effort to get lucky. So now that you understand all this, the question I have for you is how can you engineer more luck into your life? How can you not rely on that first type of luck, which is blind luck, and actually engineer luck naturally to show up within your life? Because this is something that has fascinated me for a long time. Is like, I'm like an Australian sitting in a shed, and so far away from the tech capital, so far away from major cities, but because of the internet, I'm able to stimulate and create opportunities through communication, through my ability to articulate ideas, and through just sharing my day in the life. Whether you've watched some of my other content, maybe this is the first video you see of mine, but this concept of engineering luck is very fascinating to me. And if it is something that you're interested in as well, please leave a comment, because it's something that I feel like has lived rent-free in my mind for a long time. And now that I've started to dedicate more time to it, I'm starting to see it and perceive it more everywhere. Where, okay, this person got this opportunity because they had this reputation. This person made this amount of money because they were aware of this thing that happened, because they had the years of knowledge in the lead up to it. And maybe, this person succeeded in this way because for the prior year before that, they were putting in so much work that then led to that moment where the blind luck showed up. But in reality, it was like the ice cube melting. It was like each day melted a little bit, melted a little bit, melted a little bit, or it reached that, that melting point where it was solid, and then all of a sudden it heated up enough that the ice cube immediately melted. And so, nowadays when I call myself a luck engineer, this is what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking, okay, what can I do? What do I have control of? What can I do on my end to increase my own luck within my own life? Because there's a lot of things we don't control, right? But we can control, okay, these are the things that I'm going to do, the actions that I'm going to take today. That's what we can control. When it comes to awareness, okay, maybe I need to study this thing. Maybe I need to look into this thing so that I'm aware that if something comes up that I can take opportunity of it. And the third one is like the reputation. It's like, okay, what am I doing to make it, what work am I putting in to have my brand associated with this thing? And so these three types of luck, I think, are important to know. These things are not taught, through our major systems. But once you understand this, you start recognizing it, you start perceiving it. And yeah, I think these ideas are very important to understand. Let me know what you think. See you on the next one.